Heather. This is Gerson Mercado. I'd like to report I'm not coming in today.
What's your aspect?
It's 3926.
And using a sick day?
It's gonna be personal.
Alright, feel better.
Alright, that's it. Alright, thank you. Bye. This is what I do. I wake up at 5. I want to kill myself. I battle whether I'm going to work or not. And then I decide that I'm not going to work and I drive my car until I find a parking spot. So I found the parking, and now I'm just gonna go home. Let's eat, shall we?
Gersonzero here, and welcome to another episode of Eating with Zero. Now, you guys are probably wondering what the hell was that in the beginning of the video, and that's the topic of the video: calling out of work. Now, before we get into the topic, I want to know what you guys are eating today. I had to put a little bit of more milk here because you can see it was kind of dry, if you ask me. Now, so today we're going to be talking about calling out of work. Now, the last episode I talked about how I wanted to reboot my life. And during this reboot process, I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my current position at work. I've been working in the company for about 10 years, and I've unfortunately grown a hatred for being there. I guess you would say I got a little too comfortable. I think 10 years is a little bit too long for a customer service position. I read all your comments, and the comments was very positive, and actually it overwhelmed me how much people relate to my situation. I was a little happy. Actually, I was really happy when I read the comments. It made me feel really good. It made me, not that misery loves company. Not that. I don't want to say that. But rather, it made me understand that everyone struggles with life. And everyone struggles with their career path. And everyone struggles with just the choices that they make in life, right? But I don't want to get too into that. I want to actually talk about what happened recently. This is blueberry flavor, so that's why it looks nasty, but tastes really good. I tend to put water more than milk, but because I wanted it to be a little bit more thick, I decided to put milk. During the filming of Rebooting Your Life, I was out of work for about a month and a half, I would say. I was gone a long time. The last time I was at work before Christmas Day. I was like, okay, let me go back to work and I'll see how it is. After a week of me waking up at 5 and I reverted back to my old self. Let me tell you what happened on one of the days that I called out. So I got up and I told my wife, look, I'm going to go to work, okay? She's like, yeah, I kind of don't believe you anymore because I keep saying it every morning. Yeah, no, I'm going to go to work, honey, don't worry. She's like, I kind of don't believe you anymore, but do what you gotta do. So I tell myself it's an inner battle every morning, right? I'm like, I gotta go in. So I get in the car. I'm on the side that I don't have to move the car later that day. And mind you, this was last week. I want to make it clear. Last week. So I'm in my car and I'm like, no, come on, man. Go to work. Go to work, Zero. So I drive. I'm driving. It's Wednesday, by the way. So I'm driving the car. The job is about 5 or 6 miles away from where I reside. So I'm telling myself, I'm like, the spot that I was in, I don't have to move it because it's Wednesday. It doesn't really matter what side is available. Because Wednesday, you don't have to move the car for alternate side parking. Alternate side parking is basically where a street sweeper comes to a specific block and it goes around the block several times to clean the streets. In my neighborhood, one side of the street is 2 days and the other side is 2 days. So 4 out of the 7 days in the week, they're cleaning my neighborhood or cleaning my block, really. So Wednesday, I don't have to move the car. So if either side I'm on, I don't have to move the car. Now that you know what alternate side parking is, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, it's Wednesday. I don't have to move my car, but there was a lot of openings on left and right. So I'm like, you know what? I can go to the left side of the street, right? I don't have to move my car Wednesday and Thursday. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So my mind is already working to not go to work, right? So I'm like, okay, no, come on, man. You got to go to work. You got to make that money. So I'm also thinking to myself, I got vacation hours. So when you call out and you don't have personal or sick, you say personal and they're going to use your vacation, right? You're not supposed to do that, but they're going to. So I'm like, damn, if I don't go in today, just like the previous days, I'm going to get paid. So I'm already, Evil Zero is already working to not go to work. So I drive to the parking lot of my job, okay? And I turn off the lights of the car, make sure no one sees me. I'm in the back, and I'm seeing everyone walking to the job. And I'm like, all right, there's a lot of people in today. I come in at 6. Again, I start at 6. So it's 5:55, and I'm like, 5:58. Already leaving my car at 5:58. I'm late. I'm already late. So I'm like, okay. 6 o'clock, 6:02. So now I lost. I already know I'm not going to work. So I call. Yeah, I'm not going in today. Lady's like, okay, we want to use that. I want to use personal. Okay, have a good day. I go, start my car, turn around, driving. Get into position. Woo, it's Wednesday. I get into the spot where I don't have to move the car the next day. And I'm like, okay, so now, not only did I call out, but I'm already thinking of not going to work the next day. So I'm like, okay, so just in case I don't go in tomorrow, at least I'm in position. I don't gotta wake up early and move the car. My wife is like, she sees me come in. She's like, called out. And yeah, I went to work and drove back, and she's like, damn, man, you just need to quit, man. You just need to quit. If you hate it that much, just quit. You're just dragging it on at this point. And I'm like, look, I know. Fast forward to today, I still haven't gone back to work. Now, there was something that happened where I'll explain in a future video, maybe the next Eating with Zero, why I haven't been at work to this day. Because my job is aware that I am coming back to work as of this Saturday. All right, Saturday of the 25th. I'm going back to work that day. Like I said earlier, the last Eating with Zero, I wasn't at work for like a month and a half. And then when I went back to work, it was like a week and a half, and then I just started doing it again. I just don't want to be at work. And I know that sounds very irresponsible with me. I shouldn't be doing that. I have a family to take care of. Looking into advice and what I can do to just suck it up and go to work, right? It's helped me a little bit. So right now, I'm not dreading going back to work on Saturday. That's the good thing. That's always a start, right? I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to say. There was another time before I end the video, I was at work and I really didn't want to be there. This was during the time that I worked the 11-hour shifts. One out of those 11 hours was lunch, but it was still 11 hours at that job, okay? You work 4 days and you have 3 days off consecutively. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I worked the entire weekend and I hated it. So this one was when I was the worst of employees. I went to work. I was like, I really don't want to be here. How can I get out? I had no time. It was a Monday. And I was like, yo, Monday was my Friday. Because I had off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm like, okay. I'm at work. It's busy as hell. But it's early. It's like, I started at 7:30 and I ended at 6:30. So at this point, it's like 9 a.m. My supervisor just came in. My manager just came in. And I told her, I don't feel good. And she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I'm gonna throw up everywhere. And she's like, whoa, buddy, if you're gonna throw up everywhere, get out of my desk. I'm like, no, you don't understand, I just don't feel good. She's like, just go to the bathroom. She's like, just take an hour, I'll put you on the meeting, just relax, and you can get back on the phones. And I'm like this, damn, it's like that. You rather just give me the hour off paid and then send me back to work than just send me home when I just told you I don't feel good? I got you. By the way, the supervisor and manager are no longer there. They no longer are employed with the company. I drank Red Bull that morning, coffee, and I ate this thing called a Cliff Bar. I had milk as well. So I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like this. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I start vomiting everywhere. All over the walls, spraying the walls on purpose, by the way. I am throwing up like crazy. Vomit's coming out of my nose, bro. Like I'm freaking Godzilla. Vomiting everywhere. Spraying everywhere. I feel sorry for the maintenance man. Oh. Someone's in the bathroom. Yo, man, you okay? I'm like, oh. All over the walls, bro. Like, it's so bad that since it's spraying, it's bouncing off the walls and hitting my pants and my shirt and my shoes. I go, oh, I don't feel good. I leave. Supervisor's like, what happened? I go, I don't feel good. And because I just vomited and I have vomit coming out of my nose and some in my mouth, I still have a little bit of gagging left. I'm like, and some juice, not like full vomit, but like the juice, like acid reflux or something, right? And she's like, oh my God. So then my manager, she's like, oh my goodness, Miguel. Yeah, I know, kind of racist, right? That was the name of the maintenance guy, Miguel. Miguel, you gotta clean that bathroom, man. He's like, how bad is that? I said, I'm sorry, Miguel. I just don't feel good. Yo, he goes in there. He stays there for like 20 minutes. He comes out. He's like this. He looked tight, first off. He looked like he wanted to kill me. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I gotta go to the bathroom again. Miguel's like, yo, please aim for the toilet. I'm like, okay, go in there, right? Now, feeling a little bit better. But I forced myself to gag, and vomit came out because I just ate and drank a bunch of garbage, right? Like Red Bull mixed with freaking coffee and milk and Cliff Bars. That's disgusting, okay? So I'm in there, and I'm like, oh. So at this point, like, I feel cold. I don't know if that ever happens to you when you feel cold and sweaty at the same time. So I'm cold and sweaty, and I'm like, I don't think I could vomit anymore. I inadvertently splashed the seat, but not the walls, which is good. So then Miguel goes in, right? I go like this quickly, right? I'm going like that, right? Going like with the vomit. Right? I have the stall. I have the stall locked. He's like, "You okay, man?" I'm like, "No, I'm not, man." So then my manager, when I go back outside, she's like, "Look, we gotta send you home because we don't know what you have." I'm like, I don't know. I think I ate something bad. I think I got a stomach virus. Well, then, she's like, how you gonna get home? Do you drive? I go, no. This is during the time I didn't drive. This was like 2011, right? 2012, around there. She's like, You take the bus then? I go, yeah. She's like, where do you live? I go, on the Bronx, not that far, 187. She's like, all right, we're gonna get you a cab, okay? So then, what happens? Call a cab, get in the cab, go home. I get home. It's Monday. I drink some Alka-Seltzer. I drink some ginger ale. I eat. And I enjoy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's how bad it is with me. Like, I'm telling you this right now. Like, it's really bad, the things I used to do. Not that I don't do anything bad anymore, but... So, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Let me know if you guys ever had a situation where you kind of found the way out of work. And if you found the way out of work, tell me what you did exactly in the comment section. Also, don't forget to leave in the comments what you ate today for lunch or what you're eating for dinner. Guys, greatly appreciate the support and commenting and viewing the video. Later.